Hello everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. Sunday sentence here in the country park. Beautiful day, off for a walk. Thought I'd take you with me. Well, we'll discuss a few things in this video, to be fair. We're going to talk War Flags. They've got something big planned for tomorrow. Of course, we'll touch on the Leicester game. This is the preview for that. Any team news and stuff coming up. And then we'll start off. Let's just start off now with the title of the video though. And Kieran Tierney linked to Newcastle United very strongly in the past 24 hours. Now, this has been lingering for quite a few months, actually. If you Google Tierney in Newcastle, you'll see loads of articles, loads of reports. But it's really hottened up now because yesterday, Mikel Arteta didn't pick Tierney at left-back for their game at Nottingham Forest. 5:30 kick-off, which they lost 1-0. Arteta chose to put Granit Xhaka, who is leaving the club as well, in the summer. They chose to put that centre-mid in left-back when a perfectly fit left-back and Tierney was on the bench. So everyone's pointing to the end of Tierney at Arsenal, saying that's definitely it now then. Arteta doesn't fancy him, maybe he's fallen out. Tierney hasn't been too shy of letting people know that he does want to leave Newcastle. He hasn't really, I'm going to turn this way because there's loads of people come that way, so I'll find a different route. He hasn't been too shy of saying he wants to leave Arsenal. You know, he's really frustrated at the lack of game time he's getting at the Gunners. He's wanting to move further to his family as well. Apparently he wants to be closer to his family who are up in Scotland, so Newcastle would tick the box there. He couldn't get a closer Premier League team, son. And obviously Champions League football, which Tierney hasn't been getting in recent years at Arsenal. Now obviously they've got it, so if he stayed there he would get it, but he wouldn't play. He wouldn't see any of it. It would be totally pointless for him. He can't get a game at Arsenal. I'll tell you what, we'll play a clip here from my preview before the Arsenal game with Troops. Obviously Troops on YouTube, big Arsenal content creator, FTV and everything as well. He was talking about Tierney. He's really not happy at the lack of game time Tierney's getting. He highly rates the Scotsman and he believes he will leave this summer. And Tierney, he's quite close to Tierney as well. He talks to him and that, follow each other on Instagram and that. So he knows, Troops knows. And he was saying, listen, I can't understand why Arteta doesn't play him. He thinks he's class. He thinks this whole thing around his injury concerns is a myth. He says, you know, there's a lot of things about his fitness issues and stuff. He says that's a load of crap. He says there's no fitness issues. He says he's absolutely fine. He just doesn't get a game because of Zinchenko obviously doing well. But then things like yesterday not getting a chance is bizarre, isn't it? And he did get a chance at St James's Park, funny enough. A couple of weeks ago he played against Newcastle and he played really well. I was impressed. So it looks like he's out of favour. Arsenal are happy to take the £30 million that they're asking for. Newcastle seem happy to pay it. And we'll go this way again. Busy Sunday afternoon. Thought I'd have the part myself. Obviously not. So £30 million. Newcastle happy to pay it. Arsenal happy to accept it. Tierney happy to make the move. So let's play that clip now, sorry. And then I'll come back into it of what Troops had to say on Kieran Tierney.
Understand? Because one-on-one defensively, he's up there with the best in the Premier League, bro. You understand? Going forward, strong, pacey. He can whip it as well, blood. I call him Kieran Whippers because he just whips it, blood. You understand? It's mad. You get.
We can have Kieran Trippier on the right, and we can have Kieran Whippier on the left.
You literally, blood. You understand? You get me? All you need is the ice cream van outside the stadium and Bob's your uncle, blood. You get me? Mr. Whippy, you're done, blood. You get me? But Tierney, and what scares me is that he don't play in it. You get me? And Newcastle is very close to Scotland. He's closer to home. He's gonna go in there, play week in, week out. He's gonna consolidate that left back position because he's clearer than Burn. No shade against Dan Burn, but you understand, Newcastle's going to be in the Champions League as well. There's another tick in the box. The project's moving in the right direction. Another tick in the box. Big club, another tick in the box. Big fan base, another tick in the box. It's just, everything is just tick, 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 tick.
There you go then, for the full clip. More about that. Have a look at the full match preview. That'll be out on the Magpie channel already, obviously, about a couple of weeks ago now since that game. So we'll talk more about Tierney and all sorts in that preview. So yeah, have a look at that. But I tell you what, I would love Kieran Tierney. I think it'd be a great signing. I think he's a quality left back. As Troops was alluding to, if you've seen the full preview, the full video, he was saying he's one of the best left backs in the country. He says he's brilliant defensively. He's class going forward. He's really athletic and really whip the ball in. So very ideal for Newcastle. We had Trippier at right back and Tierney at left back. Some dangerous crosses coming in the box there for our deadly strikers in form in the likes of Isak and Wilson and whoever we sign in the summer. So Kieran Tierney, heavily linked to Newcastle United, £30 million. I think this one's going to happen. I'm going to call it now. I can definitely see this happening in the summer. Eddie Howe's made no allusion to wanting to strengthen that left back as much as he has bigged up Dan Burn. Kind of a similarity between Arteta not picking Tierney and Howe not picking Target, because Burn's been playing well. The defence has obviously got the best statistical record in the league, so Target can't really get in, just like Tierney can't really get in for Zinchenko. But then when it comes to it, he doesn't get a chance either. In certain games you think, oh, Target should have started there. Burn is clearly knackered. He doesn't get a chance. So does he not fancy him that much? I'm not sure, but in terms of bolstering the squad anyway with Europe, these are the sort of positions you're looking at. We need another recognised left back, definitely. Probably a starter, because you know, when Burns coming up against Vinicius Jr. and that, it's going to be a bit techie. So we'll need one of them in, and then we'll talk about other positions in the summer. But Tierney heavily linked with a move to Tyneside. I think he'd love it. He'd suit it up here. He's obviously the Scottish nature and the connection close to Newcastle for him and his family, and you understand that hard work, and he's a real leader as well. He has that leadership mentality and gritty character, loads of determination. So yeah, I'm buzzing with that, and I think that'll happen. Turning to Newcastle, nearly a done deal. I wouldn't go far as confident yet, but honestly, I think that'll happen this upcoming transfer window. Right then, let's get into tomorrow night's game then. The last home game of the season, the penultimate game of the season, sees the Magpies take on the Foxes. Better be Foxes running around here, man. I tell you what, I get a volley, not really animal cruelty, but don't we, kneecap will be taken off. Tell you what, you know, I know obviously now we only need a point from the last two games to get that Champions League spot secured. Surely we'll do that tomorrow night against Leicester. They are hopeless. I've seen them play loads of times, seen them play last week against Liverpool. Tell you what, obviously another player heavy link with Newcastle, of course, is Leicester's James Maddison. Chance for him to shine, an audition for him. But I was watching him last week against Liverpool. He was crap. Couldn't even place a pass, like pick out a pass from a few yards. So that was poor. But I would say that it's not done and dusted yet. I know obviously everyone in the comments yesterday on last night's video was saying, oh, it's done because Liverpool would have to score 7 or 8 goals even if we lost the last 2 games. That could happen. I do not want to lose this game and then go into Chelsea away and Liverpool have the chance to score 7 or 8. Did you see what Bristol Rovers did last season with Elliot Anderson? Did you see what Sheffield Wednesday have just done in the playoffs? Did you see what Liverpool put 7 past Man United? They could easily put 7, 8, 9, 10 past Southampton. Southampton love losing 9-0. They've got the worst record in the Premier League in terms of the highest defeats. You know, 2 9-0 defeats in the last few years. No way, I'm telling you, Liverpool, Salah, Gakpo, Nunez, Diaz, they're more firing. Like, what? I would not want to risk that. Obviously, it's unlikely, but I wouldn't put it past them. Like I said, they put 7 past Man U. If they knew score 7 today, lads, we'll get Champions League. They could go on and win that game fucking 9-1 or something, easily. Southampton are really, really shit, already down. Liverpool will win that, I think, either way they'll win that 4 or 5-0. So if they had an encouragement to go on and score more, I think they would. I would not want to be looking forward to that. So let's just get the job done tomorrow night. Get at least a draw, surely, man. I mean, I say surely, but it's the Premier League. And when it's this end of the season, you've seen Everton beat Brighton last week. So I mean, 5-1. There's freak results, especially this time of year, when players are fighting for their lives and stuff. Teams are, for me, I can't say it because I don't rate Leicester in terms of there's no team spirit there. Chopping and changing the manager hasn't worked. I look at that team and I think there's some brilliant individuals there. You know, Tielemans, Maddison, Harvey Barnes, even Jamie Vardy, even though he's getting on, Iniacho, at the back, you know, Castagna, things that they've got some really good players, but it just hasn't worked for them this season. And I think a lot of these players like Tielemans and Maddison know they're away, and I really don't rate that, especially Tielemans. I think he's just down tools. Michael Owen 2008 style for Newcastle. Doesn't want to get injured, doesn't want to push himself, so that's it. Not playing, not trying. Crap attitude, that. And I think the heads have just totally gone at Leicester and they've just blew it. And before they know it, they've looked and they've thought, oh shit, we're really on bother. Yeah, Forest started winning games. Everton appointed Daesh. They're picking up points. And then before you know it, man. And then there's a big game today. I'm recording this at 12 here on Sunday. Big game today, Leeds versus West Ham. So that could really, really kill Leicester off as well in terms of where they are. But they'll come to St James Park knowing that they're still in a fight. But I mean, Newcastle after the Brighton game as well, I'm confident we can get the job done, surely. I mean, I know the midfield's looking a bit weak. There's going to be no Willock. He'll be out for the season. I don't think Sean Longstaff will be back yet. I don't think Jacob Murphy will be back yet. Waiting on news of Joe Linton because he went off injured as well the other night. Bruno's been injured for a while. You can see he's not fully fit, but we're playing about a 50-60% Bruno. Ali Anderson will come in. So yeah, maybe have to shift things around, and will Fabian Shaw maybe come into midfield and bring in Target and Playburn at centre back or something like that. Is Eddie Howe's going to have to adjust or change formation or something. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see on that one, especially in terms of fitness of those players. But something's going to have to be rotated, to be mixed up, to be shuffled to try and get that result. And as I mentioned, War Flags have said that they are putting on one of their most ambitious displays yet on Monday night at St James's Park. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Loads of black and white flags around the stadium. This time it's going to be massive, and then they've got big displays planned as well in terms of flags, other flags, designs and everything. So that'll be class as always. The atmosphere should be absolutely rocking. Like I said, last home game of the season, Champions League party, hopefully get that point. Champions League party time. The buzz around the city should be great before the game, after the game. We'll be there. Fan cams will be on after the game. So get amongst that outside cheers ball, fan cams, to hopefully celebrate Champions League. I never thought I'd be doing fan cams. 5 years doing this now. Never thought I'd be doing fan cams celebrating Champions League. So hopefully that is the case tomorrow night. We're going to have some good chats with the fans, because we went from chatting about relegation to hopefully Champions League. So that's a buzz. For me, Newcastle against Leicester, I think the crowd, I think everything will just get us over the line. I don't think it'll be as easy as some might predict because of Leicester's position. I'm going to go in it. I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. 2-1 last year as well with Bruno's late winner. That was a great game, great end of the game with Bruno targeting that dancing Joe Linton. So we look forward to tomorrow night. Lap of honour settings. Lap of honour after the game. That was great last year after the Arsenal win. Steve really good to see everything on the pitch, getting involved with the crowd. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic occasion tomorrow night. Surely we'll be celebrating Champions League football. 1 point is all that's needed, but I'm greedy. I'm greedy. I'm not meaning for my Sunday dinner. I mean, I'm greedy for 3 points. I'm greedy for third place. Let's get third. We deserve third. Man United won yesterday. We at Bournemouth. We deserve third. Level on points them, goal difference. Let's get third, man. Because they've got a FA Cup final as well coming up, so maybe next week. I'm not sure who they've got. I think they have Fulham at home. Actually, they'll probably win that anyways. Again, do our job. Win tomorrow night. Get something at Chelsea, maybe. Who knows? But let's focus on the next game in hand, Leicester. 2-1 for me. Big win, big night, big celebrations. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. This will probably come out tonight, actually, by the time I get to edit and stuff and release it for you lot. But yeah, hope you had a good weekend. And the weekend starts tomorrow, baby. Monday night. That's what it's all about. Champions League football beckons. Smash the like button, subscribe to my channel TV, and enjoy yourself.